Part of the fun of playing on an area-restricted account is all of the time spent planning and theorizing how to overcome obstacles that come your way. Laying out a huge plan to accomplish a seemingly simple task makes it feel even more rewarding when you eventually complete your goals. But sometimes it doesn't always go as planned. If you watched the last episode, you know I set out on a huge clue grind right at the beginning of the account. This is because I need to get 20 construction to relocate my house to Polnivniche, and the only way to train construction is to have 40 magic to teleport to my house. And the only way to get air runes in the desert before unlocking the rune shop is to get them from clue scrolls. So we killed thousands of men hoping to get more than one clue scroll, both with Al-Kharid steps on them. Then we would have a small chance of getting a reward casket with an even smaller chance of that giving us air runes or a staff of air, and all this was done because teleporting to my house is the only way to train construction in the desert. Or is it? Temporos was released into Old School RuneScape on March 24th, 2021, and with this release it brought a ton of huge changes to the desert. There's now a stable method of acquiring planks, both regular and oak, in noted form, as well as noted raw fish, rune armor, gems, and so much more. It also has a brand new construction training method that I overlooked in the second episode. Several times during the Temporos fight, there are giant waves that flood the beach, and you have to tie yourself to a mast or totem pole with a rope in order to not get washed away. And every time the wave attack happens, there's a chance that it can damage one or several masts or totem poles, which the players can repair and gain construction experience equal to 4 times their construction level. This means that since I bought a house before I entered the desert, I can gain construction experience from repairing these masts and train construction all the way to level 20 without having to train magic at all. This is a very important turn of events for the account because it means I no longer have to grind clue scrolls, at least for the time being. And all that time spent grinding out clues in the second episode were not for nothing, because I still got some good combat XP from that episode, and I can now equip the rune armor that I get from the Temporos reward caskets. This really does change everything. So let's see where this takes us. Yes, let's go. I didn't even record the intro to this video yet, but we're starting off with our first genie lamp. I think that's a good sign. This is going to be a good episode. This is going into Hunter. The first Hunter experience on the account. Once we hit level 5, we'll be able to officially start training it. Yeah, that kind of threw me. I was about to film the intro, but I got a genie instead. So welcome back to the Desert Locked Ultimate Iron Man. In the last episode, we kind of just laid out the groundworks for what we're going to be doing in the next few episodes. We hunted for clue scrolls to look for a staff of air so that we could train magic, so that we could train construction. It was a whole thing, but I'm sure I said in the intro to the video, there is another way we can train construction, and that is through Temporos. So we're just going to get right into Temporos because we have all the levels and everything we need for it. So what I'm going to do is clear up some inventory space because I'm an Ultimate Iron Man, which means I can't bank, so I have to keep everything that's necessary on my person, and Temporos is one of those mini games where you need quite a bit of inventory space, so every single space counts. I'm going to be selling all of this stuff right here. I'm going to be selling all my armor because hopefully we'll get some rune armor back from Temporos. Selling the boots because they don't matter. Shield because I'll be getting hopefully a rune shield from Temporos. Selling the short bow because there's a spawn in the desert. Selling the knife because I can buy one back from Shanty. Selling the Guam leaf because I don't really care about the Fordo strength potion anymore. And selling the axe because I could just go smith another one whenever I want. So we have quite a few inventory spaces open now, and let's just get into Temporos, I guess. So we just take our good friend the boat, or I guess the ferry, put some respect on its name, take it over to the ruins of whatever it's called. I guess we need to get all the tools required for Temporos. So we need to get a harpoon, we need to get a hammer, a rope, and a bucket. And you know what? You can get the rest of it inside the boat, so I'm just going to go do that. All right, time for the first Temporos on the account of so many. Oh my god. Where's James? Where's James? There you are. Are you ready? Let's just see how this goes. And, we'll adjust accordingly. Gotta grab this and this. All right, so that's the end of Temporos kill count number 1. Name of the video, your Temporos kill count is 1. Well, anyway, so we got 2 reward permits from that. And I think you can store up to 8,000 reward permits, if I recall. So I think we're literally just going to go all the way up until we have level 20 construction, and then we're just going to cash all of our reward permits out at once and see what kind of loot we get from that. Should be a shit ton of loot, so should be fun. Let's get right back into it. Just hit level 40 fishing, doing Temperos. I can now catch lobsters. That's pretty damn cool. Oh, wave coming in. We're at about 5 KC right now. I also just hit level 40 cooking, so now I can cook said lobsters. And right there is level 2 construction. We've made our way up a construction level just off of these totem poles, and we got, 18 more levels to go. But it gets faster every time just because now we'll be getting 8 XP every single time. All right, you guys. So I've done quite a few Temperos kills at the moment, and I've noticed one thing that's been kind of irritating me, and that is I've been running out of run energy a lot. That's partly due to the fact that I'm an Ultimate Iron Man and I have a lot of, weight on my person, and it slows me down, but also I just have 1 agility. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take the time to go do the Tourist Trap quest, because they actually have an XP reward that you can put into agility that'll bring you straight up to 20 agility, and then I can train from there on the rooftop course in Al Kharid. I think we're just going to go, try and do the Tourist Trap quest, so we'll see how we do. For the Tourist Trap quest, I'm pretty sure everything can be bought from Shanty's store. I'm actually just going to drop these real quick because we're not going to need them, and that's inventory space being taken up. So we need 1, 2, 3 bronze bars. Oh, fuck. I guess I misclicked. But you know what? That's actually probably good, because I just realized that I need to fight the Mercenary captain in this quest, and I sold all my armor in the beginning of this video. So I guess let's go make a few armor upgrades. All right, let's see what we can make with the bars that we have. I will take a chain body. No, don't make a second one. Don't make a second. Holy shit, that was close. Set that to 1. I will make a kite shield, and I have 1 bar left, so I guess I'll make a medium helm. And then I'll go buy a pair of plate legs from the store, and yeah, that should be fine. It looks like the plate skirts are the same price as the plate legs, but these weigh less, so I'm just going to snag one of these since I'll eventually drop it. I guess I'll just do steel. Why not? Oh, baby, look at those legs. So I picked up everything I need for the quest from Shanty, and now we're going to go grab some food, and our highest healing food right now is lobsters. So we're going to go buy a lobster cage, and then, fish for some until we have enough, and then we're going to start the quest. You guys want to know how stupid I am? I actually just now realized, as I was all gearing up for the tourist trap and everything, that I don't have one of the requirements for it. If you actually, take the time to open up the page, you'll see I need 20 smithing, and I'm only at level 12 right now. So we're going to do some smithing real quick. I'm pretty much going to be doing the exact same method as in the last video, where I, go from this mine to the furnace to the anvil, and I just make them all like that, except the one difference I'm going to do is, after I smith them all, I'll have another few inventory spaces open, and I'm just going to go to the Shanty store and buy the remaining bronze bars to fill up my inventory so that I can have as much XP as possible. So this is what I mean. Since it takes 1 tin and 1 copper to make a bronze bar, by the time we smelt this whole inventory here of the ores, we still have all these blank spaces that are made. And then we go over to Shanty and we buy whatever bars we need from him, and then boom, full inventory of bronze bars and much more smithing XP. Thanks to whoever, shouted that out in the comments of the first video. And I think I'm still going to stick to doing the arrow tips just because we have this big stack of arrow shafts here, and then we can just go back to Shanty's store and buy feathers to make these into arrows. And also, I got a few people saying that I should just make bronze knives instead of bronze arrows. And I thought about that, and the reason I decided not to is because I do need a higher fletching level. There's 13 smithing. I do need a higher fletching level, and you can't really get that through making the knives, so I'm sticking to the arrows. I want to eventually be able to make like a magic short bow with the magic trees up in Mage Training Arena, and higher tier arrows for Calphite Queen, so yeah, sticking to the arrows. Oh baby, we got another blue boy right here. Thank you so much. This is the 2nd genie lamp on the account. This is going straight into Hunter, making some good progress. Well guys, I'm very glad that I'm not hunting for clues anymore because I just fucked up. I accidentally talked to Shanty when I had my clue step in my bag, and my clue scroll I had was to talk to Shanty in the past, so he just gave me the next clue. So there's a pretty big chance I'm gonna have to drop this beginner clue, and if I need one again, I'm gonna have to grind out the kills to get another one. Yeah, that's not a desert step. Well, I fucked that up. We're gonna have to drop it. But you know what? It's fine because technically we're not really going for clue scrolls at the moment. So I guess it kind of forced me to clear up an inventory space, which I don't mind. Luckily, we have another plan. Okay, so this helmet right here should be level 20 smithing. That's awesome. That is all we need to do the tourist trap quest. Plus, it's a little bit of an armor upgrade. About halfway through that grind, I got bored of mining and decided just to do what pretty much every single person in the comments section was yelling at me to do, which is just straight up buy the bars from Shanty's shop and then sell them for a profit. You know, it's a self-sustaining method, but I was trying to get early mining levels, guys. Please don't yell at me, okay? But either way, I did it, and now we're level 20 smithing. All right, so where were we? I think I was about to go get some food for the fight in the quest, so I'm gonna go do that. All right, so I fished and caught a bunch of lobsters, and then I had the evil twin random event, and I got 2 diamonds from that. So I'm gonna sell those real quick, and then we'll head down to Shanty's Pass to gear up for the quest. So I'm gonna need to buy a full desert set, which means I gotta buy these. I'm already wearing the boots. I'm gonna need a couple bronze bars. Look, there's one right there. I'm gonna need 50 feathers. And it looks like I just gotta world hop, buy 1 more bronze bar, and then we'll be all set. Oh, I probably need water skins too. All right, I had to drop a couple lobsters, unfortunately, but I think that we should still be fine. So, are you ready, James? We got this. This is going to be our first real dangerous trip into the desert because we got to fight the mercenary captain for this quest. So, let's go. Oh God, a shanty pass. I'm going to use that trick where you go through, drop something, go back, pick up your food, buy another pass, and then boom, we got full food. Already cheating the system. The quest has been started, and now we just got to avoid these damn camels. So I'm at the part of the quest where I have to fight the mercenary captain. I'm just going to try and tank him and just beat him, yeah. I should have enough food to do it, so we'll find out. And he is dead. That took quite a long time, actually. Bury his bones, show some respect. We now have his key to get into the gate, but I'm going to go try and fill up my water skins real quick. And I have to take everything off besides my desert robes before I go in here. Didn't have enough inventory space, so I'm dropping the bronze plate body. Not too much of a loss, but we're going in. And it looks like James is welcome here. So I have gotten the technical plans from the bandit camp or whatever it's called, the mining camp. And now, huge upgrade to the account, I'm about to learn how to smith darts. A lot of people said, you need to make throwing knives, not arrows. And I was like, but I want fletching XP. I can't get that with knives, but now darts are pretty much better than knives, and I also get fletching XP. So this is the best of both worlds. And there we go. We can now make bronze darts. Or we can make darts in general, I guess. So we're at the part where we rescue Anna from this, this hellhole, this slave life. And the funny thing about this quest is I'm pretty sure you don't even need to talk to her and tell her what's going on. I think you can just shove her in a barrel. She doesn't even know what's happening. She doesn't know you're trying to save her at all. And we finished up the tourist trap quest right here. We're getting our experience rewards. We're definitely going to put one into agility. That brings us straight up to level 20, which is amazing because now we can train agility on the Al-Kharid course. That is huge for the account. And I'm also going to put one into smithing just because that one's a little bit harder to train. So that brings us up to 26. Beautiful. Now I think we're going to get back to Temperos. And we got another genie lamp. Going to put that straight into Hunter. Okay, we just hit level 4 construction entirely off of repairing totem poles. This is going pretty fast, actually. And this game just finished. That was 58 kill count. I also just got, wherever it is, there's level 10 construction, all from totem poles. Well, what do we have here? Is this our first classroom random event in the game? It sure is, and we got this juicy book of knowledge that we're going to put into Hunter, and that gives us some solid XP. Here's level 12 construction. It's starting to go a lot faster. Here's a pretty big achievement. We just hit level 60 fishing just from Temperos. We started off at level 35 and we're already at level 60. And we also hit 14 construction about a minute ago, so that's cool too. Big shout out to D-Rated for getting the pet. Not the first one I've seen since I've started this grind, but you know what? Still, GZ. That'll be me one day. Oh, a repair. What are we at now? Well, that's immaculate timing. 16 construction. Here's level 61 fishing. That's pretty big because if we get a dragon harpoon from the Temperos reward pool, whatever it is, then we can use the dragon harpoon. And that'll be pretty sweet. And there it is. The grind has come to an end. We have hit level 20 construction just from Temperos, just from repairing the totem poles. This is pretty big because now we can officially relocate our house to Polnivnich and start training construction just by walking inside of the house portal. So this is a pretty big accomplishment, actually. Like in the last episode, this was not in the foreseeable future because we had to do the clue scroll grind, so I'm so glad that I found a way to do this in a different way. That's what this game mode is about. I don't think anybody comes to Temperos to train construction starting from level 1, so yeah, this was a pretty big discovery, and I'm glad that we got to do it this way. And there we go, just finished up that last game that we were in. So we did a total of 96 games to get us from level 1 to 20 construction. If we look at this thing, it'll show us all our statistics. My best points is 3,800. I haven't claimed any of the rewards yet, so you can see that I haven't claimed any of them. And yeah, 96. That's how long it took us to get from 1 to 20. Now that we have level 20 construction, we only have a few things left to do before we can leave the desert for the last time. We need to train our woodcutting up to level 30 to cut willow logs, and we need to complete the Feud Quest. We're going to do the quest first, but there's a few things we need to do before we can start the quest. First of all, there are 2 high-level enemies that you have to fight during the Feud Quest, but luckily, both can be safe-spotted and are weak to ranged attacks. So we have to train our range before we can start the quest. Also, there's a part of the quest where you need to pick up camel dung and put it in a bucket, and since our character is apparently too classy to do this barehanded, we need to get a pair of gloves. The problem with this is that we can't get regular leather gloves in the desert unless we telegrab cowhides from across the fence, but we don't have the magic level to do so. So the option we're left with is waiting for a random event to give us a pair of gloves. There are 3 types of gloves you can get from random events that actually count as gloves for the purpose of this quest. So the plan is to kill men around Al-Kharid to train our range level and wait for either a beekeeper, a mime, or a zombie random event to give us a pair of gloves from their costume set. So I set out killing men, just hoping for the best. We actually got a zombie random event pretty quick into the grind, but it only gave us the zombie dance emote, which is pretty cool, but not what we're going for. So I kept going. Eventually I did get another zombie random event, and I was so excited that I clicked straight away, forgetting that I left my easy clue with an Al-Kharid step on the ground. And I hurried to get it done as fast as I could, but when I finished the minigame, I got good and bad news. The clue scroll was gone, but I got the gloves. I didn't mind losing the clue because, like the beginner clue I lost earlier, it just forces me to clear up some inventory space, so I didn't mind it. After getting the gloves, I continued training my range all the way up to level 33 because I did some calculations, and at level 33, it increases your max hit from 4 to 5 with my setup. Now that my range level was ready for the quest and I had my gloves, there was only one more thing I needed before I started the quest. One of the enemies in the quest, the bandit champion, drops an adamant scimitar upon death, which is my best in-slot weapon for a long time on the account. I decided to kill Al-Kharid warriors and train my attack up to level 30 before I started the quest to make sure that I can use it as soon as I get it, and sell my mithril scimitar to avoid having 2 scimitars taking up space in my bag. So I went out and got 30 attack, and then trained my woodcutting up to 30 so I didn't have to do it later, and now I have everything I need to start the Feud Quest. Alright, so we just started the Feud Quest, and now we have to buy everything that we need for the quest. So we have the pair of gloves, we have some coins, we need a Kandarian headpiece, a Kharidian headpiece and a fake beard, and a bucket, and I guess that's it. And as much as I love irritating you guys with my lack of knowledge about inventory management, I'm actually going to drop a few things. Obviously we don't need the axe. He gave us a knife, so I don't know if we need that or not. Yeah, I'm going to drop the knife because I don't think we need it for the quest. I think we can use these on each other. We got this fabulous piece of headgear. And this one was a pretty touchy subject, apparently, for a lot of people. Some of you guys just really let me know that I made the wrong choice picking this pestle and mortar. So when I made the first episode, I did not realize that there was a guy in Narda named Wesley, and he actually functions as a pestle and mortar. And you can pay him 50 coins to crush things, which changes everything because I don't actually need the pestle and mortar anymore. The other reason I had it was to do Sorceress's Garden, but you only need the pestle and mortar for Sorceress's Garden if you plan on getting thieving experience, which there's plenty of other methods of getting thieving experience in the desert that are much better than that. So there really is no point to keep this anymore. So it's gonna make a lot of people happy. I'm dropping the pestle and mortar. It's official. If I need stuff crushed, I'm gonna have to go to Narda to do it. Another inventory space has been cleared. Okay, so we should be in the part of the quest where I have to do the first fight. So just gonna skip past all this dialogue, and then this guy tries to kill me. Oh geez, how am I ever gonna do this? There it is, there's a safe spot. The one on the wiki did not do very good for me, but here's a different one. And there he goes. He's dead. And he drops a willow blackjack. And now we're gonna start the second fight. And at long last, I have safe spotted him. I'm glad I brought all this food, or I surely would have died. And there we go. Down he goes. And he drops an adamant scimitar, which is absolutely massive for the account. I'm super excited for this. That's why we got the attack level, so we could just equip it straight away. God damn, that looks good. Plus 8 melee strength and plus 8 slash attack bonus over the mithril scimitar. This is really good. That should be the end of the quest. I just gotta go turn it in. So let's go take care of that. And it looks like I can sell this mithril scimitar for 572 coins to this store, so I think I'm gonna do that. And here we go. Turning the quest in right meow. God, this guy talks a lot. There it is. 15,000 thieving experience. That's pretty nice. That brings us up to 37. Can we do anything with level 37? I don't think so. That's big, because that means, according to our checklist in the last episode, we have everything that we need in order to leave the desert and make our final exception for the account. We have 20 construction to relocate our house. We have 30 woodcutting to cut down a willow tree, and we have the feud done so that we can start the rogue trader minigame and get the rune shop unlocked. And all this will be done in the next episode. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to end it right there. We will wrap up this excellent tale in the next episode. We're going to do the exceptions. We're going to do some quests. We're going to unlock Sophanum. We're going to do the Temperos unlooting. We might train some construction. I don't know. We'll see where it takes us, but that will all be done in the next episode. So either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. Again, I'm having a blast making it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time for another episode in the Desert Locked Ultimate Iron Man. Thank you guys and see you later.